Do you know what you're getting into by becoming a realtor? Well, let me tell you, it's a lot of work. I have heard many students tell me, oh, well, I love to show houses. I love to meet people. I've been a salesperson and I love to sell. Well, let me tell you, 87% of new students that passed their real estate license, spent money for all the courses, studied a lot, fail within, or I should say, drop out before the first year is up. Some do it within the first month, couple months, 6 months, a year. I've been tutoring students since 2014, online, in person, and the majority drop out. And it's not those that I know. And so I want to give you a realistic point of view of what it's really like to be a realtor. Once you pass your license, it's like when you go to college. Do you know exactly what to do when you get a job? No, you've got to go through training for most professional jobs, okay? Corporate America or owning your own business. You've got to do a lot of research. You've got to talk to a lot of people, meet a lot of people. And nowadays, be able to get on the camera, okay, create videos, talk to a lot of people, learn artificial intelligence, AI, chat GPT, Gemini, Claude, Perplexity, Gamma, Mangus, Magnus, or whatever. There are so many AI bots, okay? Even in Canva, software that we use to create chat thumbnails, presentations, advertisements, a lot of things. There is so much to learn. We continue to learn all the time. It's also important to be transparent, honest, loyal to your clients. So these are some of the things that your uh, real estate commission, right, is going to ask. Honesty is extremely important, knowing the information, staying on top of it. So, being a realtor is not as easy as you might think. It's not just showing houses, having open houses, going to meetings, taking training. That's just some of the activities that we must do. We've got to meet clients. We've got to meet people. They're not clients yet. Meet people anywhere and everywhere we are. Let everybody know that we are a realtor. You don't want to be a secret agent, right? And if you're not comfortable talking to a lot of people, being persistent, following up, making calls, going out, knocking on door, doing open houses every weekend for at least a whole year, every weekend, every Saturday and Sunday. That's one way to get leads. That's going to get predominantly buyer leads. And you're working, you think that by being a realtor, you're going to work part time. Well, that doesn't cut it. Yes, there are some realtors that succeed doing it part time and having a full time job. However, they're typically having more flexible jobs and they do it after work, they do it on weekends. And you must have some money coming in to support the business that you're growing because this is your own business. Okay, it's like opening a door to a shop and you've got to attract people. Okay, one of the businesses that has a major failure rate are restaurants. Many people think it's easy. You've got to do your research as to what kind of traffic is in that area, how many cars go by there all the time. So, and see what the county, the city allows. So, with real estate, you've got to keep learning all the time, interacting with others that you want to become like, that you want to succeed. Now, some individuals don't need to be millionaire real estate agents, which you're going to hear a lot about. Oh, you should be a millionaire real estate agent, and you're going to have all these different coaches and tutors and companies coming at you trying to get your money to teach you how to do real estate. It comes down to basics. Learn to do the basics when you start real estate. We start from the bottom before we start growing and going up. It's an everyday challenge, taking risks, talking to people, having conversations, creating connections, letting everybody know that you're in the real estate business. And if you think you're going to start right away out in commercial real estate, no. Brokers are going to want you to start with residential properties, because those that have a lot of experience and take commercial real estate courses are the ones that go into commercial real estate, and they take sometimes forever before they get a check, months, because many commercial transactions fall apart. So do residential transactions. Many fall apart depending on the market that we are in. In order to succeed in real estate, you've got to do business every day, and sometimes 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 hours a week, because you're dealing with people. You've got to continue learning. You have to be your own transaction coordinator, take care of all your documentation. Okay, do your marketing, do your advertising, which in the beginning, you don't want to pay for advertisements. You want to do it the basic way to promote a person's property. And that is either if you're good on camera or you want to learn how to be on camera, by talking about the community that they may be relocating to. That's one form of attracting people. That's a passive realtor. However, those passive realtors, holy cow, they're making a lot of money when they are consistent on creating video that's educating individuals that want to move into your community. Okay, so that you can win the community. And you don't have to have a lot of subscribers. You just have to give real information about your community, touring homes, driving around a community and showing what it's like. And you can just use your telephone to do all the recording. Today's iPhones and Androids have awesome cameras and stabilizers. Instead of buying all the different tools, I've bought a lot of different tools. Do I use them all? No, but I'm one of those techie individuals that likes to have all the tools and put them all to test and then narrow it down to what I really want to use. I want to have it available in case I want to try something different. And so I've been in the real estate business in 3 different markets, and I've had to start over every time I move. So the knowledge we have up here stays. Nobody can take that away. They might be able to take a lead away from you, a sale or something like that. And we must be develop thick skin, because you're going to deal with buyers, sellers, title companies, other realtors, lenders, inspectors, appraisers, contractors, repair people, handyman, landscape individuals, so many different contractors that you want to develop your team and keep track of all the individuals that you network with that you can use to help your clients. So our clients are primary, are number one, because that's who we're going to get paid from, a seller. So a way to learn about the seller and to uh, do the right job in getting their property. So we don't sell the property. They're the owner. They're the ones who sell the property. We market the property to attract realtors and buyers and investors. So we have to learn so many aspects about real estate to be able to help a seller and represent them in the best way that we know how to get their property sold, to help them sell their property at the right price, because it's price, location, and condition. Others might say it's location, 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 or price, 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 or condition, condition to condition. So all properties eventually sell. And when somebody says, oh, nothing's selling nowadays, so who are you hearing? Who are you listening to? Look it up in the statistics, in the multiple listing service, on the internet. Find out what is really happening. Don't take somebody else's word for it. So I'm letting you know that reality of becoming a realtor, it seems like it could be easy, and it could be once you have a clientele, a sphere, or you have employees and you don't start hiring employees right away. You've got to learn how to do the real estate business on your own because it's your own dang business. You've got to learn how to attract others. You've got to learn how to do the work, how to do everything before you can teach somebody else to take over. If you have a store, are you going to let somebody else run it for you without knowing what the heck to do or without you knowing what the heck to do? Well, yes, some successful multimillionaires and big corporation leaders, uh, they eventually hire the people that they know will do the job better than them. But they're the coordinator, they're the big umbrella, they're the big picture person. And they have learned from the bottom up how to get to that point and then utilize valuable individuals that are experts in all these different areas that eventually we can let go of and assign those duties to somebody else so we can focus on the one thing. You're going to work with sellers, you're going to work with buyers, and not be doing everything. However, when we first start, we pretty much do everything. So be realistic. Real estate can be easy, but it's a lot of work. There can be a lot of stress. There can be failure, transactions ending after you work so hard to get a property under contract, dealing with so different personalities. And we have to stay cool, be diplomatic, and be able to solve all the issues that come up in a very professional loses. We have to be strategic. There are so many resources out there for us to learn without paying money. I probably could have been a bigger realtor. I mean, I've done so many sales, different types of sales. I liked helping the little person that a lot of other realtors didn't like to help when I moved to my little town in South Texas. However, I had the knowledge to be able to help more expensive property owners than what I did. So I have moved around to be able to increase that for myself. And you have to decide what niche, if you're going to find a niche to work with, instead of spreading yourself all over the place and working with everybody. We can't do everything all the time. I used to think, yep, I can do anything and everything all the time. Well, you know what? That's an excellent way to drain ourselves, to wear ourselves out, and to get sick and to get stressful. Because remember, many of us have families, children, spouses, and going to school. So I want you to get the reality that being a realtor is not necessarily easy when you're getting started. Look at the percentages of those that succeed versus those that don't. It's real easy to start buying classes and paying for trying to get educated. It's when it really happens that you get your license and select a broker that you want to work with, that you want to interview a lot of them. And you think, oh, they're going to give me leads. That's what they say. I'm going to get leads from them. Well, yes, a lot of these brokerages, they get a lot of leads because they pay for a lot of marketing or advertising. But who do you think they're going to give the good leads to? A beginner or somebody that has a lot of experience that will be able to close the transaction, close the deal, get it sold, knows how to work with different types of sellers, different types of buyers, personalities. Are they a driver, a direct, get to the point? Are they influential? Are they a chatterbox? Okay. Or are they a numbers person? Okay. And compliant. We must learn about ourselves, what personality we also have, and find out what's going to help us with personalities and know to understand who that personality is and how to work with them in order to be able to help them. This is a business of asking lots and lots of questions. If you don't like to ask questions, this is not the business for you, or you're going to learn how to ask a lot of questions. Because in order to find out the motivation of these sellers and these buyers, we need to ask questions. And some of them don't want to be asked questions. So we need to learn through either scripts or listening to other professional realtors and practice them on knowing what to say, what to ask, and how to provide a solution for them. It's not as easy as just going to show homes, opening the door, and letting them walk around and see. That's just one little bitty step in the process of being a realtor. So when you pass your real estate exam, I'd highly recommend prior to doing that and taking courses, because you're going to be spending money. It's a lot cheaper to take courses online, but individuals learn different ways. Visual, okay, audio, verbal, in person. So when you do them in person, it's going to cost you a lot more going to a class than it is to buy it online. You have to determine how you best learn and how you study, and stretch your envelope all the time, because real estate is going to challenge you. Imagine you owning a business and working to maintain it, to grow it. Have to learn from others that you want to be like, others that have succeeded in the business, and role model them. You may end up getting a mentor or a coach, but it is expensive to do that. Many run out of money before they even get started and are not willing to do a lot of the work that it takes. You may have to get your hands dirty, go to appointments that don't show up or they cancel. There is so much to the life of being a realtor, or to the business of being a realtor, not just an agent. You become a professional when you become a realtor. And please, it's not a realtor, it's realtor. All right. I used to say realtor. There's no A between the L and the T. It's realtor. So anyway, I just wanted to make this video because so many of my students think it's going to be really easy, and it's not. It can be once you learn how to do a lot of the things, and you're never going to know it all. You're going to continue learning, learning, learning. and every 2 years, renew your license and taking more legal courses. So every state is different, but the basics of real estate and dealing with people is the same nationwide, worldwide. When doing the business as it should be done, which many would say, okay, so how should it be done? Well, learn the basics of the business and start doing it. And start doing it every day on weekends. Interact with other realtors, other lenders, create your network, a list of friends. Start making a list of people who you're going to contact and start doing business. And it may take you 6 months, a year before you have your first transaction. So I'll ask you, do you have the money to support you during the 6 months or 1 year? Do you have an understanding family, husband, wife, children that'll be able to help you throughout that process? It's all in or not. Part-time, very few succeed, even those that do it full-time. And you must learn to ask a lot of questions to everyone, including the real estate brokerages that you interview after you pass your real estate license, because they're going to be coming after you knowing that you are preparing to take your exam or that you passed it. I want everybody to succeed. However, it's not going to happen. Reality is, percentage might change, but it's been like at 87% failure rate for a long time. And I would love you to be the one that succeeds. Please research this industry. Talk to a lot of people before you spend a lot of money. Don't be quick to spend on things that you really don't know whether you need them or not. A lot of times we don't know what we don't know. And that's your job, to get around and ask a lot of questions and start finding out what you don't know. So I wish you all the best. You have any questions, type it on the comments. And I've been a realtor. I got my license in 2001 in Oregon, as I was laid off from real estate engineering, downsized, and that was my passion, being a realtor. And I was told, hell, Lily, you're never going to make it. You're a numbers person. You're linear. You're an engineer. You're black and white. You're too practical. You know what? Don't listen to the naysayers. Put all that aside. Listen to yourself and the right people that know the material. And how are you going to find out? By asking a lot of questions and going out there and evaluating people, other realtors, real top quality realtors, or other beginners. We all start somewhere. Okay. And I've been able to survive the real estate business and was extremely busy. Okay. Working my butt off. Okay. Um, because I liked doing land and lots, and we started going crazy. Many end up getting into financial trouble. Many end up dealing with depression, relationship failures. Others succeed a lot. They take one step at a time, right? It's like the saying goes, how do we eat an elephant? One at a time. Eat an elephant, right? However, it's one step at a time. Focus on one thing. As the Gary Keller from Keller Williams, they wrote a book, The One Thing. And if you think multitasking takes care of it, it doesn't. We were misled to think multitasking does. Creates a lot of ADHD individuals because we can't seem to focus on one thing. One thing. We focus on a whole bunch and don't get anything done. So employers have now learned that multitasking, they lose a lot of money because employees can't seem to finalize certain projects, and it's focusing on one thing, yet we were thought to say, if you focus on one thing, you're not going to be needed or wanted. So be careful who you listen to. Listen, be careful of the source. There's so much information out there in the world now, and there's more and more that's going to be there to distract with AI. And so I'm going through it myself right now, learning all the AI to help myself stay competitive in this business and do it at the level that I want. I'm not doing it at the level where when I first started. Okay. I'm more selective, and it comes a time where we can do that and treat everyone with respect so that you can be selective and they come back to you and you get repeat business. So, if I was cruel by saying that 87% succeed, well, learn to listen to the truth and don't get your hopes up before you research everything and you learn about this industry, because it's your business, not anybody else's. Being a realtor is living off of our commission on what we charge. And you want to know and be prepared to understand every step of his business in order to continue doing the real estate. Even experienced realtors struggle and can't seem to get business after years of being in the business. Why? Because the market changes, goes up and down, gets harder. Right now, we have foreclosures, pre foreclosures, people losing their homes, investors, auctions, a lot of business. But you know what? People need a roof on their head to live. So, real estate, there's always real estate to sell and buy. Please listen to the statistics, not to somebody saying, oh, nothing is selling now. Oh, it's a terrible time. It's a terrible market. Properties will sell in different markets. Up market, down market, people need real estate. Investors will take advantage of a down market and buy investment property at a lower price, remodel it, resell it, or learn different ways of investing. So I urge you to research this business before you spend a lot of money and find out that it's not for you, and learn that, hell, man, it's a hell of a lot of work having your own business. However, it can bring lots of fruit from the harvest of the seeds that we plant if we follow the right strategy, the right steps, and dedication and commitment and consistency. It takes a lot to do it all. And you can succeed, and you will, if you take the right steps and right strategy and talk to a lot of people, the right people, not just any people in the real estate business. And sometimes you learn more from investors, but it's going to cost you money. Okay. So please, I can't say it enough. Take time to research this business before you commit a lot, or it hurts you emotionally, personally, your family, your finances. Because again, it is your business. Nobody's going to give you anything. We have to earn it and gain the respect from those that we are going to be working with, and to gain their trust, just as you would trust somebody else that you have to find out and ask a lot of questions. Same with our prospects that eventually may become our clients, and we will close sales and hopefully make hundreds of thousands of dollars. But first, we start little by little and grow and grow and grow and grow. So, anyway, with that said, I could go on forever about real estate. With that said, type any comments on the comments on YouTube. Let me know what you think. Let me know what your thoughts are about the real estate, about what you know or what you're trying to do or how it's going on your prepping. Because I've been tutoring students for a long time, but now I'm also going to be tutoring on how to get into the business, how to get going, how to increase your business, since I have had so many different types of experiences and sales and in different markets. So you have any questions? Hey, type it in the chat. Send me an email. Okay, all my information is on the description. And we can interact and I can hopefully help you in some other way. Once you become a realtor, can help you on strategizing. You might end up calling me and saying, Lily, I need your help with basic things. I'll be there to help you. So until next time, this is Lily Hendy Dominguez coming to you from San Antonio, Texas, with YouTube Agent Prep. And it's not just agent prep for your exam, it's agent prep for all aspects of your life, because you've got to learn to balance everything. Tap the subscribe button, click the alert, and thumbs up if you like this video. And let me know what else you would like to learn about and hear about. That's the reality of the real estate business. Catch you later. Bye.